Afternoon, everybody. His name was Theodore Seuss Geisel, and during his lifetime, he collected hundreds of hats of all shapes and sizes, hats that would inspire many of the characters in the stories that he created. The man who's most known to children of all ages, I should say, as Dr. Seuss. And for the first time in its history, a collection of all those amazing hats. Well, a small portion of all those amazing hats will be on display outside the family estate in California. And here, with all the answers, we've got this man over here, the curator of the Hats Off to Dr. Seuss, Jeff Shuffman. Thank you so much for coming in.
It's such a pleasure to be here.
It is quite an honor to say that the Tampa Bay area will have the only exhibition of the hats in the state of Florida.
That's correct.
Tell us where folks can see it.
Well, it's starting on display tomorrow at Sit and Tell Galleries, which is in Safety Harbor. And it'll be there really through January 25th, so people have plenty of opportunity to come by and share in viewing those hats.
Now, you've brought some of the pictures of the hats because you couldn't bring the hats in. They're in a delicate state. Tell us about this hat. You said was the inspiration for this painting over here. Describe it for us.
Exactly. Well, this piece is called Raising Money for the Arts, and was one of the pieces that he called his midnight paintings, because what most people don't know is that he painted throughout his lifetime, what he called his midnight paintings when he was done working on whatever book during the day, or you know, verses and rhyme and so forth. In order to relax, he would get out his easel and start painting some pieces, and you know, some of his inspiration for those were some of the hats that he had collected throughout his lifetime.
This is a crazy hat.
It's great. I love it.
And this is the famous one that we all think of when we hear the word Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat, the red and white striped stovepipe hat, and made its debut in 1957, of course, in the Cat in the Hat book. But, you know, we're not exactly sure if he had the hat and then put it on the cat, or if he painted the cat and then this was gifted, or something like that. We're not exactly sure which came first, but we love it just the same. It probably is the most famous hat in the world.
Now, for a long time, folks didn't know about this hat fetish that Dr. Seuss had, and it was his sister, Marnie, I think, who basically revealed the secret. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, he collected hats, as I say, throughout his lifetime, and kept them in his home in a closet that had like a secret door. So you really had to know where they were and why they were there. A total of over 150 hats of all shapes and sizes, and some of them very common and normal hats, and some of them, as you could see here, were just so crazy and outlandish, almost like his personality.
So when would people see the hats?
Coming to the exhibition, you'll have an opportunity to see 27 of them that are in a protected case, but at Sit and Tell Galleries on display starting tomorrow.
And you said that some of them are in a delicate state, so they're behind cases? Yeah,
you can certainly see, like this one in the center here, I believe, certainly you can see how some of the rim is starting to fray, so they really have to be protected and away. Really can't take them out and be handled or shown personally.
So when guests would come over to visit Dr. Seuss, he would bring them out sometimes?
Well, sometimes. You know, they were known of having dinner parties between family and friends, and when there would be a little bit of a lull or it got a little kind of quiet, maybe he would go into his closet and bring out all of these hats and have everybody wear a hat, and it would liven things up a little bit. Yeah, you know.
Just some of the many stories you'll be sharing with guests tomorrow at the museum. Take a look at the gallery, I should say, here on your screen. This is happening at the Sit and Tell Galleries in Safety Harbor. For more information, you can visit their website or call them at 727-725-1808. Come on back on Facebook for more Dr. Seuss pictures.